This truck is affordable, off-road capable, and has a diesel. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Chevy's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 3-liter turbo diesel inline 6 that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 21 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Got this blacked out piece put on the hood that has the Duramax badge on either side. Now this is a custom, so you do get the baseline halogen lights and then the baseline grille, but it does have a Z71 badge. No fog lights, but we do get the cool red recovery points. So there are some downsides with the baseline, but at least the front end looks cool. Tire wheel setup is 275 by 65 by 18. The wheels are all blacked out. And the Trail Boss package has a 2-inch suspension lift from the factory. I also get the Z71 badge here on the side, and then stuff like the mirror caps and the door handles are unpainted. This truck is leaf sprung. It also has Rancho shocks and of course a Trail Boss decal there on the side. And then here is your side profile with the truck. Now when it comes to the key fob, we've got the Chevy bow tie there in the back. We've got the lock and unlock on the front, remote start, and the drop down for the tailgate. LED lights, we've got the grab handle here in the rear, and then we have an outlet as well. And this one has the multi-flex tailgate with the step system. You guys probably noticed, but no bed liner. Pretty cool taillight design there. We also have bumper steps here in the rear and then a blacked out bumper just like what you have up front. Spare tire is underneath the truck, and there's the rest of the rear. Let's now pop inside. Now the door panel is going to be more basic with the trim, but easy to clean. This also has cloth seats, kind of a little bit of a rougher texture, but it's supposed to be more durable. And there is this nice flat loading floor underneath. Legroom here in the back is good. We also have a little storage pocket, and then we've got some USBs back here and some vents. Headroom here in the back is also good. Let's now pop up front. Again, more basic trim on the front door panel. Convex mirror to help out with the blind spot, and then you've got power adjustments for the mirrors and then just one automatic window. 1661 is the payload capacity, and then towing capacity is 9,000. Cloth seat up front for the driver, power adjustment with lumbar support. The passenger seat is manually adjustable. We've got a tow mode. You also have your drive line select. This has a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it does have low-end auto. And then your light controls and cargo light down below that. Push button start. Nice thing in a basic truck. Pretty basic trim around the steering wheel, but you got that blacked out Chevy bow tie. Only have cruise control here on the steering wheel itself. Turn signal windshield wiper stock on the one side, and then we do have a column shifter with a manual shift function. Mostly analog gauge cluster. You do have this little dial that you can change what that displays information wise. Pretty basic though. Backup camera in reverse, pretty good resolution with the camera system. Quick response time with the screen itself. Shortcut bar there at the bottom, and it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Analog radio controls and then analog climate controls, just a single zone climate. Shortcut buttons for your lane departure, auto stop, start, tailgate drop down, hazard lights, stability, and then your hill descent. And then this is nice, they actually give you a full power outlet and all of that in this. Now this is a pretty cool setup. So storage on top, you've got cup holders. You can fold it up, this is where you sit, but underneath the cushion is more storage as well. 2 glove box lids, the bottom one is lockable, and then you got a manual mirror dimmer. Trail Boss Custom, total MSRP $55,970. Let's see how this truck performs. Well, Trail Boss with the Duramax and the custom package. This is probably one of the best. I mean, this truck isn't perfect, right? And definitely needs bed liner, so that would be one thing I'd change about it. But other than that, it's probably one of the best packaged trucks on the market. Like, one of the things that I think I probably should start discussing more on the channel is packaging with trucks, because, or just vehicles in general, sorry. Because there's a lot of vehicles that are actually really good. The packaging just sucks, and because the packaging sucks, the vehicle doesn't sell as well as it could. And sometimes it comes down to like big things, like the new Lexus LX over trail. Great off-roader, horrible front bumper for off-roading. So like that'd be an example of like change the actual exterior packaging of the vehicle. But something else could be as simple as the fact that nobody else is offering an affordable, like, other than, actually no, I shouldn't say nobody. Ram offers an affordable off-roader with the Warlock package. But other than Ram, right, you don't really have anything from Toyota or Ford that is like a dedicated off-road. I mean, Ford had the Rattler package for, I think, like a year. I never even saw one. That's how few of them they made. So the point that I'm trying to make is the packaging on this is great because it's base truck on the interior. There's a lot of people, myself included, that don't care about bells and whistles. And then you get the cool looks in the exterior and the off-road capability. So it's a nice setup, rather than like with Ford, if you want like their real off-road package, the Tremor, you have to spend almost $70,000. That's a packaging problem. So, enough about packaging. The back end, it does kind of squirm around a little bit with the leaf springs. I noticed over the train tracks there, but it's not horrible. It's noticeable though. It's definitely noticeable. Other than that, the ride's pretty smooth. It does drive like a truck though. Chevys are kind of heavy. They're kind of heavy. You feel it. Makes the vehicle feel more tank-like. Great torque out of the Duramax. It's a smooth powertrain too. That's the thing that one of the things I really like about it is tons of torque and smooth power delivery as well. And you know, again, it's big, but it handles pretty well for what it is. Yeah, that power delivery is wonderful. Yeah, it moves quite well. And that's the thing that I love about the Duramax is tons of low-end torque. It fits the off-road character quite well, and it just fits the truck. Again, most people, like, you know, I know there's some high horsepower trucks nowadays, but most people, when they're driving around the truck, like, you're not going full throttle all the time, right? Most of the time, you're just it's nice to just have a lot of torque to just ride on just partial throttle. And this engine plays into that quite well. And you know, these seats, again, they're firm in normal GM fashion, but they're not bad. And you know, where you rest your arm here's got some nice kind of vinyl, so it feels a little bit more premium. I think this is a nice setup in here. I want to get you guys an acceleration, but there's quite a few people going through. Again, not high horsepower, but it can move. It's mostly just riding that wave of torque. I really enjoy it, personally. So, in conclusion, this is a really good setup when it comes to packaging. I know it's not perfect. Some people want the upgraded headlights. I think that GM should offer that as an option, like, you know, $1,000 and you get the upgraded headlights and taillights. That should be a package, so you can still get the base truck, but then have that. Other than that, I think the truck's pretty much perfect. It has an auto rear, it has the G80 rear locker, so it's got everything you want from an off-roading perspective. It's got the lift already. It's got the tires. So, let me know your thoughts.